Hello guys, this is PS3 Fanboy 16 here. And what I want to basically talk to you guys about today is obviously the beta just came out yesterday. It's the 30th of September 2011, and I've actually recently played the beta of Battlefield 3, and I've actually finished about 3 or 4 games worth, each around 15-16 minutes. So well, maybe 2 hours, 3 or so games. So about 2 hours, a little over maybe, of gameplay. So I believe I have a general idea of what the game feels like. I've played with all the guns. I've unlocked a few things. Basically figured out everything, how to set, movable spawn points, which are these little radio things, and you just plop them down and people can like spawn there instead of like at the fixed spawn points, or whatever. But my opinion, it's kind of what I expected, really. I didn't expect it to be overly, oh my god, fantastic. It basically met what I expected it to do. It basically was what I expected it to be. It really wasn't like, oh my god, I need to buy this kind of a game. It looks pretty cool, I might buy it kind of a game. Of course, this is the beta, so I'm not gonna push my opinions too much. But I do have one opinion, and you people will listen to it, otherwise, while you're watching. It's this. One map, really, one map, and it's not even that good of a map. It's fucking Metro. It's freaking tiny. I don't know. Maybe it's tiny in Battlefield standards, but it's freaking small. When I think of a Battlefield game, I think of freaking gigantic maps. I don't think of, little tight corners and shit. I think of big, open, mountainside, hilly trees everywhere. Maybe some tanks. That's what I think of. Instead, what we get in the beta is this itty-bitty train station kind of place in the middle of a city. And it's small. It's freaking tiny. And maybe that's not a bad thing. I do like that feel of, an enemy could be around the corner. It kind of reminds me of COD in a way, because in COD it's, gun v gun, mano a mano, face to face. I see you, you see me, kind of game. And I guess this is what they wanted, that kind of a COD feel, where it's like you can see your opponent, he can see you, and it's strictly, skill versus skill, gun v gun, who comes out on top, who has the better gun, who has the best, who has the best skill, who has more skill, So I was actually pleasantly surprised in that it felt kind of like COD instead of Battlefield, which is nice. Because, quite frankly, if I had to play another game that felt like a goddamn war zone, I'd probably shoot myself. So, yeah, it was nice. If it was like that big, map where we see in the trailer with the jets, that would have felt more like a Battlefield game. But this Metro felt more like a COD map. Like something you'd expect COD to have. Except fast-paced and more action. I don't know, half the time I was just wandering around looking at the scenery. That's what I was doing. Half the time I was just looking at the wall, not doing much of anything. I mean, out of all the games, I literally saw half of the people in probably at least half the games camping. I don't see what people are like so bloody excited about. It's like I see people like going, "Oh my god, I need to buy this. This is gonna be the card killer." Uh, I I really don't see much of a difference. You have destructibility, you've had that for years, so that's not new. Vehicles have been in fucking Battlefield games for like forever, so that ain't new. I mean, I think they added jets. Well, whippy fucking do. It's like I'm probably never gonna pilot a freaking jet, so I don't give a damn. I'm probably gonna be like in the like jeeps and the tanks and the ground vehicles. It's quite frankly, when I played Battlefield Bad Company 2, the beta for that, which was like, I don't know, 9, 10, something like that, I couldn't fucking pilot the damn helicopter, I swear to God. I just basically just shot people with the guns, and that was that. Sometimes I ran over people, but for the most part, I just fucking shot your ass. And that was it, you know. I killed you by camping on the hill, and you couldn't see me because I was fucking hiding behind a tree. And you know, that's what I see Battlefield really is. It's a sniper on a hill, halfway across the damn map, behind a goddamn walk, shooting you when you can't possibly see the person shooting you. Bullet drop, take into consideration, sure. It probably takes a little bit of skill. A little bit. Bare minimum. It don't take much. Because once you figure out, okay, once you kind of get an idea, okay, if I am shooting this person and he's here, I have to aim here. And then I have to wait until he's at this point, and then I shoot, and by the time it gets to said point, well, it hits you. You're dead. So it's really basically map, knowledge, and memory. I want to kill you, you're here, so you're X amount of yards away, you're going in this direction, you're sprinting. So if you kind of have a general idea of how fast people move from point A to point B in X amount of time, you can kind of get a general idea of where that person will be, and so you just position your scope at that point, and you simply shoot. It's so freaking basic. Caveman could do it. And that's what basically I did. It's like when I was in that beta, I basically sat somewhere in the back, aimed my scope, saw somebody, pulled the trigger, head exploded, got the kill. Not much of any skill. Actually, I barely died in that beta. I swear to God, I was like, I played that damn thing night and day, and I used the same tactic over and over and over again. And guess what? I almost never got killed. You know why? Because I fucking moved. I killed somebody and I moved. So I was using the skills I knew in COD, and I was putting them into the Battlefield game, and I was getting kills. And I wasn't dying because I wasn't camping. I don't know. To me, I can understand that it's a beta, so they kind of just want you to get the general idea. But one map that feels more like it should be in the COD game than, hell, it feels like it should be in Modern Warfare 3. Because, I mean, that's the kind of map I'd think of in a COD game. You know, except a lot more action and a hell of a lot faster pace. Gameplay-wise, it wasn't bad at all. It really wasn't. It was just more of the same, really. And I can't really be disappointed because I guess it's fun. It really wasn't, I need to get it, but I mean, I wouldn't be like bored 5 minutes into the damn game. I'd probably be bored in the next 10 minutes into the game, but For 5 minutes, I'd probably be like, okay, cool. You know, well, I'll enjoy it. Honestly, I think that if I was to get Battlefield 3, I would probably play the story more than the multiplayer. And I'd probably play the story and the multiplayer in Modern Warfare 3 versus Battlefield 3, where I'd probably just focus on the story. And once I beat the story, I'd probably just shelve it. Put in the games I barely play anymore because I got what I wanted. I got the game. I beat the game. I'm not too worried about playing the multiplayer. You know, say that I get really upset, like I get pissed off, someone pissed me off, I might jump onto the multiplayer side, go into a private match, and just jump into a jet and just start wailing on the wad and simply blow shit up until I felt better. Then, after I release my tension, I would shut the game off. I don't know what I would do. Anyway, I mean, you can give your opinions. Like, I'm honestly probably sounding more like a COD fanboy. I'm really not. I intend to buy both. Different reasons. One, COD story, multiplayer, and a new survival mode. Battlefield 3, the story, and as a stress reliever. Past that, Battlefield's getting shelved. I mean, you can give your opinions. You can give your opinions on how wide or wrong I am. Quite frankly, I really don't care. But I am going to allow you your ability, your freedom to speak your mind and troll if you feel the need to necessarily look like a jackass. But let me know if you feel like it. If you think that you actually have a point that is worth mentioning, you know what to do. If you're just going to tell me that I'm an idiot because I'm saying that I'm not all that excited about it, then you can just fuck off. Because quite frankly, I don't care. So, yeah. I'm going to turn off this light, and then I'm going to turn off this video. And then I'm going to upload it, and then you're going to see it, and do whatever the hell you want to do with it. So, yeah. Booga booga booga.